Yeah, I'm back. Here I actually did swap the case from the 30 liter to the Corsair 5000D airflow. Um, so we got it up and running and everything good. As you can see in the front, we have three white fans. In the top, we have the AIO from the 30 liter and a new fan from Corsair next to it. And we also have a fan in the exhaust. So now I got 5 fans from Corsair in the case and the AIO from the HP Omen 30 liter. It's a very good space in here. The case swap was, I was planning to do a video about it. I was planning to show what we do and how we do. But yeah, it was the first time I've ever tried something in a computer, and it wasn't easy. Honestly, I mean, it was not easy to get it out of the 30 liter because it's so little space in the 30 liter. So that was a little tricky itself. Not much space for hands to screw out this and that. But again, we managed. The most problematic was basically the GPU bracket. There wasn't much space. It was not easy to get out the GPU. That was the toughest part. Then we took out the stuff and we were supposed to put it in, start to put it in the Corsair case. Now, all the screws on the motherboard, and here it comes like with these small things with the pre-built. And I think it's important that people know, because I know at least it probably like this on the 25 and 30 liter. I haven't done it on the 40 and 45, so I'm really not sure if HP changed anything. But there are some small hiccups that I would like to mention. So the screws on the motherboard, we took them out, and then, you know, it's about put it back into this case. But the screws didn't fit. They were too small. I mean, yeah. So when I put it in the Corsair case, you screw, but it's like it just keep going around. It didn't actually stay put. So I had to run out and buy new screws, and that was a challenge in itself. Went to 3-4 shops, and the last one actually had screws. That was just by luck. So we got back home. It started to get late. It would have been a video, God knows for how long, if I had filmed it, so I had to drop that. Also, we ran into some problems on the way, so I had to look at my friend DanKamYouKnow's videos to get it done. And thankfully, he have done a lot. He have done the case swap. He have done a lot with the 25-30 liter. So by looking at his videos, we managed to get it done. The other thing is, and now I'm gonna show you. So here is the back plate here. This one is actually 1-2 millimeter too small for the Corsair case. So I had to use like a blue stick to put on there so it stay on, because if not it just fall off. It's actually 1-2 millimeter too small for the Corsair case. Now that is when you buy a small pre-built like the 25 or 30 liter and you change to a bigger case. If you buy the MSI, the Acer, the Dell, the Asus, they will have similar or different hiccups because it is a pre-built. Simple as that. I haven't tried them, so what challenges they have I wouldn't know. But there is always something with a pre-built, and that you need to know. So if you're going to change the case you need to know there are things popping up with a pre-built that not necessarily fit perfectly with a new case. So I think that's important to know. Now the case is basically done. We have it up and running. We should have lights in the front here. So, and I did get lights. I actually did, but then it went off again. So I had this down here. This one was yellow, and this one was green, and this one was purple. So, and it was a bright light, very bright. It is, but because this is a micro ATX motherboard, I lack ports on the motherboard, so that lightning node from Corsair, I don't have power for that one, so I need to buy a splitter cable to make it work, if it work, because the PSU I have, it's a good PSU. It's a 750 watt 80 plus platinum, but it is a non-modular. So in the back it's like a hair of wires, and I mean a hair. There is no you don't have these ready to just plug in. So here everything is set there. I can't put any other wires in it. That's why I need to find a wire and split it so I can fix that. So yeah, there are some limitations with the motherboard because it is a micro ATX, and full ATX motherboard will have more ports, more places where you can put in and connect the power and so on. So of course much more easy to build with. So that is the thing with a micro ATX. For me, luckily that cable is not too expensive, and it's hopefully an easy fix. But right now I cannot find my fans on the Corsair IQ app, so I cannot adjust the fan speed and I cannot get the lights in them. So I need that cable for that. So yeah, that's it. Other than that, the computer is up and running. It worked good. The temps are significantly lower. That was my main goal. I don't have the lights, enough lights in it. Should be, but I don't. So I basically just have lights in the RAM as of now. Yeah, and the graphic card, the GeForce RTX there, and the RAM. So yeah, there is an Omen hub. They have a little thing on the side of the motherboard where they connect that light to the light here to the AIO. That I don't have anywhere to kind of fit that in the new case. So that hub I couldn't actually put in, and I don't get the light in that AIO there. So that's it. And also there wasn't any ports available because on that GPU holder it should be RGB lights as well, but there are no ports left in the motherboard, so I guess that one have to stay there without lights. So yeah, that's it. So we run into problems. We used a long time because I never done this before. If I had made a video about this, it probably would be a 4-hour long video or something. So I had to give up making a video of actually doing it. But we got it all together. It worked. The temps are good. So I have that thing I need to look at now, if I can take one cable and actually buy a splitter and get the lights in the front fans to work. If I get those lights to work, 3 fans, the RAM and the graphic card, I have enough lights in this computer. Then I'm happy. So that is what I'm looking into now. The case is, this case is slightly bigger than the 45 liter. It's wider in this, what should I say? So it's wider from here to here than the 45 liter, and it is longer. So from here and all the way to here, it's longer. So it is a bigger case. The 5000 Corsair 5000D airflow is a bigger case than the HP Omen 45 liter. The HP Omen 45 liter is slightly taller up, but it's more thin in the front and it's more short on the side. So it's this case is actually big. It's got really good airflow. I lowered the temps a lot, so now I didn't have any window open. It was 9-10 degrees difference. If I open the window, I will come to about 12-13 degrees difference, and that I call a significant temperature change. So I'm about 12-13 degrees cooler now than I was with a 30 liter. And that, of course, helped a lot for my GPU, CPU, and it will make my computer last long. Many would say this one feel a little empty. And that up to each and every one, because I can have 3 fans in the front here. No, in the top, I'm sorry. I have 3 fans in the front. I can put 3 fans on the top here. So now I have 2. And I can basically, behind this door, this white door here, I can put another 3 fans or a radiator. So I can have 10 fans in this one. So there is no limitation. If anything should start to run hot, I can add more fans. The problem for me is, however, the PSU is a non-modular, so I need to split cables to get power, and there isn't any other access ports available on the motherboard. So then if that happens, I guess I will need to buy a new motherboard. But no, I think this is enough. Many of you might wonder why I just went with 2 fans in the top and 3 in the front and 1 in the back. And I will tell you, this is exact how the HP 45 liter come. When you buy an HP 45 liter, it have 3 fans 120 mil in the front. It have a double AIO up in the cryo chamber, so that's 5 fans 120 mil, and it have 1 exhaust fan 120 mil. Now I did play on my 45 liter and I didn't have any problem with temps. So I thought, okay, the only difference is that I have a single AIO and I have 1 fan. As you see very clear, the AIO is coming down a lot more because of the radiator, and the fan is next to it much smaller. So the principle and everything, the function is the same as the 45 liter. But because this one is an airflow, it doesn't have the glass panel front. And I do have the holes on the side. Yeah, I will show you that just so you can see. So here is the on the side, and you see the holes here, and it can fit 2 or 3 fans, depends on the size. But yeah, you can easily put in 3 120 mil fans here on the side. But either way, I get air in here, so it is an airflow. So that is the side or back side of the computer. So that is good. And here we have the air in the front, no glass, so that is good. And it's very easy to to dismantle here. We just take it off like that, and you see the fans there. So white, nice fans from Corsair. I must say, when I blow it out, this one is much more quiet than the 45 liter. When I blow out the 45 liter, it make a shitload more noise. So it's clear to me that the Corsair, either they have better fans or at least much more quiet fans. And on the top here, we can also take off it very easy. You just like lift it off. So then you have that, and you see the fans good here. This is basically very airflow, because this is just a filter, and then you see the fan and the AIO there. So it's getting a lot of air compared to the 30 liter, and it stay cool, and it is a very good case. So I'm very happy with the case. It's good, it's working. My main purpose was to get a cool computer so that my GPU and CPU can last long, and I did achieve that. So the GPU and my CPU are now cool. I can do everything on heavy load. It stay cool. A little shit, like I said, but I guess HP and the pre-builds, they do solutions like that to make it cheaper and to sell. So they did collab with Cooler Master to make that 750 watt 80 plus platinum power supply. I mean, they need to stick to the they need requirements to have a platinum. So they need to fulfill those requirements. So it is a platinum without a doubt. There is nothing wrong with that. It's a good power supply. The backside is that it is a non-modular. It's not semi-modular, and it's not full modular. It's just looking like hair of wires coming out, and then it little more tricky to fit other parts in the computer. So I think you should kind of know about that. The other thing are the screws on the motherboard. You need a little bigger screws, a little, not much. So you need to buy new screws if you do a case swap. And that back plate, you need to find a solution so you have that. And also you need to realize that the micro ATX have less ports and places for connection than a full ATX. So that is those things I would say you need to watch out for when you do a case swap. It gave me a lot of headache, how to fit everything, where to fit. Some things didn't fit, and again, I just have to say thank you, DanKamYouKnow, because of all of your videos I actually got to do this. But it took me a night, like an afternoon, and then it wasn't completely ready. So the next day I had to finish it. So it actually took me quite a while, but like I said, I'm not an expert. I never ever built a computer. I never swapped the case before. The video would be just too long, and you all would see how totally incompetent I am. So if it wasn't for my son, I would never have been able to do this. So a big thank to my son, and a big thank you to DanKamYouKnow. So again, my friend Dan, he have some awesome videos that actually help you. Now, because the IQ system doesn't work, I still on the MSI Afterburner, and the MSI Afterburner work perfect. So I can blow out the fans here, and But I see there, I can't blow out all the fans, the exhaust, I don't. So I can actually probably make this one 2-3 degrees cooler than it is now. So if I get the IQ up and running, all the Corsair fans in, and I can adjust all the fans, I think I can get this one even 2-3 degrees cooler than it is now. So right now about 12-13 degrees cooler than the 30 liter. If I can make it another 2-3 degrees more, then we talk 15-16 degrees cooler in total than the 30 liter, and that is a huge change. Now when I look at that, I actually get to, yeah, I think this one is about 2 degrees ish, 3 maybe 2-3 degrees ish cooler than the HP 45 liter. So this is an amazing case. It's really got the good airflow. Yeah, and it is a nice case, I think so. I do miss a few things from HP. I miss the light strip up here. So that is one. The light in the Omen AIO there. The light in the front fan and the Omen diamond in the top. But most of all, I would say that button in the back, you just push it and the glass fall out. That is amazing. Those things I miss from the HP Omen 30 liter. So you can't have it all, but this was case swap for getting it cooler, and we achieved that. So mission accomplished. And now I have to work a little more to get the fans lights, and also so I can adjust the fan speed. So yeah, but everything worked. The computer worked like a charm, and it's fun. It's fun to be able to use the 3080 again at full power, no limitations, not worry if it get too hot and destroyed. So that is fun. The 30 liter lasted me for a year. Then I had to change because I do play a GPU heavy game. In everything else we do, it actually did not run hot. It was in the safe temperatures with no problem. So that said, the 30 liter is not a bad computer, but it is a tiny case. And maybe HP should stick to more like 3060 cards, 3050 cards, something like that, 20 series in the 25 and 30 liter, because the 3070 and up, even maybe the 3060 Ti could get too hot in the 25 and 30 liter. So that is something for HP to look at. And now the 40 series will come this year, and they are supposed to use slightly more power, giving more heat. So if they put those into the 25 and 30 liters, I would be a little worried. So yeah, this is my case. This is my, I don't know what to call it. Is it still an HP 30 liter, or is it now do it yourself, or is it, I don't know what, because now I got the Corsair fan, I got the Corsair case. So that I have a new GPU holder or GPU bracket, yeah. So there are some new things. It's definitely not a complete HP Omen 30 liter anymore. So I don't know what to call it. Really not sure, to be honest, but yeah, it's a damn good computer now. Now it is a really good computer. So yeah, that's all for us and for today. And remember to subscribe and like. Yeah, please do that. That is awesome. Thank you. Hi guys. Now I changed. Yeah, I did swap the case, and right now you see the temps are On my GPU 77 degrees and the GPU is 60 degrees. Right now I don't do any overclocking, I don't boost any fans, and I'm in the game. So it's yeah, this is how it was basically with a 30 liter when I boosted the fans, opened the window and had it on turbo. So now I'm gonna boost the fans and we're gonna see what temps we get then. So I will, without further ado, just go to turbo here. That now maybe you can hear a little sound and you see we'll see it start to go down. I will also go to the MSI afterburner and I will blow up the fans there as well. So I put that one there and add, and yes, and I just change it and go there. Now the fans are boosting and you see the temperatures, they start just to go down. So I'm gonna play a little and then we're gonna see in a minute or two about the temps. So now you see I've blown it out and the temps have gone drastically down. So now it like between 68 and 70. Now I play on highest settings on the game, and also I overclock the monitor on the highest settings. So the GPU temps are down, the CPU temps are down. It's very good temps now, and it's a very cool computer. So now I overclock this. I even had the window open on the 30 liter to make it stay a little cool, and I was at 78 degrees. Now I'm down to 68. So if I open the window, I go down to like 67, 68. So it is an easy, yeah, from that full overclock and well, full power on the fans. And here it's about 10 degrees cooler. So that was well worth it. I would say yes, 9-10 degrees is quite a bit on the GPU. So that will make my GPU last longer. So I'm very happy with the case swap. The case is amazing.